Yeah, this is the new Thor robotics processor. It's 20 times more powerful than the last one. It runs Transformer engine, the Blackwell architecture. And this will go into self-driving cars, it'll go into robots, it'll go into all kinds of stuff. Well, in order to train a robot, you need a lot of data. And the first version of consumer robots that we're all going to engage is the self-driving car. And we've been working on self-driving cars now for some time, and the business is some $5 billion estimated run rate this year. And that kind of puts it in perspective. And the reason for that is because in order to build a self-driving car, you need to train a mountain of data, video data.
Yes, this is the new processor for Thor robots. It has 20 times the power of the previous one. It powers the Blackwell architecture and the Transformer engine, which will be used in self-driving cars, robots, and other devices. Indeed, training a robot requires a vast amount of data, and the first consumer robot that we will all interact with is a self-driving automobile. The fact that we have been working on self-driving cars for a while, and that the company is expected to generate about $5 billion this year, helps to put things in perspective. And that's because creating a self-driving car requires training a ton of data, including video footage. Additionally, Nvidia's data center business is crucial to our operations. Therefore, 3 computers are required to construct robotics. DGX is the training computer that you require. The Omniverse simulation computer is required. Additionally, Nvidia works in the simulation industry. Computer graphics can be used for more than just playing video games. For example, it can be used to simulate, virtual worlds for self-driving automobiles. Therefore, we make a lot of money from the simulation computer. The robotics computer is, of course, the third. For us, all 3 computers are major enterprises. Therefore, if you only think about the current state of the self-driving car industry, which is already worth $5 billion for us, you can only picture how much bigger it will be when we have 100 million new cars a year and 1 trillion miles driven annually. One of the biggest computing and robotics industries in the world is probably going to be this one. One way to look at that is that, while we have AI supercomputers in the cloud, people still want to own their own AI supercomputer. It's similar to how cloud computing is enhanced by personal computing. As a result, in the case of the computer business, we began with a PC and subsequently moved on to the cloud. AI began on the cloud and is now making its way into personal computers, or PCs. To put it another way, if you were a developer and wanted your own private cloud, you could purchase one of those digits and have it all to yourself. And it powers all of Nvidia's software, which is very amazing considering how tiny it is. Therefore, you can use that for anything you want to do with AI, or you can use the cloud. It's up to you. Additionally, we would like for people to be able to utilize Nvidia AI in any way they choose. We're rushing to get Blackwells into every data center on the planet because of the huge demand. Well, Grace Blackwell systems are now operational across all cloud service providers. They are NVLink 72 and liquid-cooled. Additionally, we have about 45 firms worldwide that are constructing the technologies required to supply them. As a result, it will be quite thrilling. Yes, I would, and I have a suspicion that I will do so early this year. I would like it to happen as quickly as possible, but we're trying to increase production, and of course, Blackwell is still in allocation. However, it will happen shortly. There is more to Tesla's remarkable success than merely watching from the sidelines. Seeking Alpha is your one-stop shop for the most recent information on Tesla, including its stock price targets, innovations, and everything related to Elon Musk, for stock market enthusiasts and those with an eye for finding the next big thing. Our channel may receive a commission if a customer makes a purchase after clicking on the affiliate links in the description. Even though gaming is very significant, AI is going to reinvigorate the game industry as a whole. Artificial intelligence, AI, will make the content development process less expensive, and it will also make the games more engaging and visually appealing. The DLSS 4 technology that we unveiled last night is really amazing. Additionally, we combined computer graphics, programmable shaders, and AI to create what are known as neural shaders. Thus, we have even introduced artificial intelligence, AI, into computer graphics. Furthermore, I believe that artificial intelligence will rejuvenate the video gaming business, which is fantastic. However, Practically everything we do as a firm depends on computer graphics. We utilize it for both design and simulation. It's going to play a significant role in our business for a very long time. This is Blackwell, literally. Yes, this is the Blackwell architecture that we use for supercomputing in the cloud. Additionally, if you'd like, you'll be able to build your own artificial intelligence AI system. We launched a number of AI models on our cloud, ai.nvidia.com, you know. Additionally, all of these AI models come packed into what are known as NMs. They are computer models, including models for language, vision, animation, physical objects, and digital biology. As a software engineer, developer, or creative artist, you could download those models and use them too. The basic tendency is now quite evident. Looking back, you can see that everyone now understands that accelerated computing is the way to go. Additionally, we will be modernizing the trillions of dollars worth of data centers we have already constructed for general-purpose computing. Therefore, the first lesson is that the future is now unmistakably accelerated computing. Well, the second is that we do things in a very, very different way. It goes without saying that our architecture is open, Nvidia. It's, pretty widespread. Consequently, Nvidia's versatility allows it to be used in a wide range of applications, including robots, self-driving cars, and every cloud. Moreover, I believe that the fact that our design is practically ubiquitous makes it the best architecture for developers, the best architecture for innovation, and the best architecture for creating new sectors like self-driving vehicles and robotics. And so, well, I'm really looking forward to the future of as faster computing. Autonomous vehicles are the next example. The revolution in AV is here. We are announcing today that Thor is the name of our next-generation computer and processor for the automobile. Hold on, I've got one right here. It's a computer for robotics. This microprocessor receives and processes a staggering quantity of sensor data from sensors, including LiDARs, high-resolution radars, and 18 cameras. All of the sensor data must be processed by this chip, which must then convert it into tokens, insert them into a transformer, and forecast the future course. Alright, so I wanted to show you what we do with Omniverse and Cosmos in the context of self-driving automobiles, like I promised. Models can be trained by curating the highly scaled synthetic dataset with recorded drives using Cosmos Neutron Video Search. Nvidia's AI Data Factory raises the bar for sophisticated and safe autonomous driving by scaling hundreds of drives into billions of effective kilometers. The amount of training data for autonomous vehicles will be enormous. Robotics, I believe, will be the next phase. We are pleased to introduce the RTX Blackwell family, our next generation. Let's examine. The GPU in our recently released GeForce RTX 50 series Blackwell architecture is simply amazing. This corrects grammatical faults while preserving the script's length and meaning. If you need anything else, please let me know. Moving on to a more stock-related subject. Tesla Incorporated suggested a 3-to-1 stock split sometime during the first week of June. The company's shares would become more reasonably priced as a result of this action, making them an alluring choice for investors who prefer to make low-cost purchases. Following the recent decline in its stock price, Tesla has been looking at every possible way to entice investors to buy its stock once more, and this is a fantastic idea. When we combine all of Tesla's future advancements and creative plans with the stock split it is currently preparing, we may witness a significant investor buy-in that will significantly raise the stock price. 10 shares of Tesla may be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time that occurs. How do you feel about the price of Tesla's stock? Do you believe that these elements alone might cause a surge? Tell us in the space provided for comments below. Go ahead and click on one of these two videos that are displayed on your screen while you are here. See you there. This acknowledgement, together with Tesla's ongoing revenue growth, market share increase, and technological innovations, boosts investor confidence and raises the possibility of a significant future valuation for the business. However, what are your thoughts? Remember to tell us how much you think Tesla is worth. However, before you invest any money, make sure you are well informed and have done your own research. Click on the next video that appears on your screen to learn more about what Tesla has been up to in recent days. I'll see you there.